Welcome. Insert party noises here.
Gandhi. Welcome into Gandafarian's Guilds. I didn't mean to mount that. That's not what I wanted. How is it going, everyone? Welcome in on the raid. Thank you so much for coming by. Let's get the old shout out in there. How was Minecraft? Was it a nice come down after having been pogged up so high from beating Valheim?
Very good!
So I woke Julie up long enough to go and ride this guy. Thank you so much for the bits, M&M Money. Thank you. It can be a brutal game, Andy. You are 100% correct. It gets savage. As much as I love Prison Architect, I've never set foot in the RimWorld. So Gandhi, the whole night tonight while I've been streaming this, you guys never see it because obviously it doesn't fit in my webcam, but the way my computer room is set up, my wife sits about 6 feet to my right. We have both our computers kind of against the same wall. I was playing RimWorld and she was playing Prison Architect. Minecraft was a jam, as was Valheim. It's going well over here. We've had an okay time. Tonight's been a lot of kind of maintenance and keeping the colony afloat. We had some kind of old wounds we needed to get shored up. We got a couple people here. Joe here in about 6 hours is finally going to stand up for the first time in a month. He had a paralysis disorder, but he's feeling all right. Bonsai here lost his leg, but we got him a bionic leg, so we're going. Yeah, she was just checking it out. They have that fresh expansion that she, like, you know, all those games, they drop a new expansion and suddenly it's time to go pick it up again. So she is really feeling it. Lazy Joe. Yeah, he's the poor dude. He crash landed in a pod. He had like a paralytic disease when he woke up from cryo sleep, and he's just been laying in bed, and the poor bastard is naked. He had no clothes when he landed, so he's miserable about being naked in his hospital bed, but he does have a hard hat on, so he's been covered. Ooh, Afterlife, getting that Valheim bug from Gandhi, huh? I gotta go. I watched the most recent episode you put up on YouTube earlier today, Gandhi, so I'm gonna have to check out your actual win. Joe's awake, guys. Joe's getting dressed. He's so happy to finally get clothing. Look at this man. He's like, pants, give me pants. I need them. Joe, welcome. You are officially a part of the crew. You got a toque. Look at you, buddy. You're all set up. Did you get mittens? Joe. And mittens? God, we take such good care of our own. Yeah, I checked out, so the footage from yesterday, like that boss, first of all, the art in Valheim's so rad, and that boss looks incredible. Anyone who tries to claim that the artwork in Valheim sucks is a coward, and I will fight them in public displays of combat. And that boss is a great thesis case for how good that game looks. But man, I watched and the attempt where you're trying to fight him and trying to keep space, and he blew up your portal. Savage. Yeah, we did. We cleared all the notifications. Love it. Boss design is great. I also just think like the shaders they use and just like the way they use particle effects to kind of like add on to what is already very good. And like, I often talk about how there's a difference between graphics and design. And like, yes, I will absolutely cop to the fact that the graphics in Valheim are pretty mediocre, but the art design is stellar. It's the same reason Nintendo has been able to get away with how their games look for almost 40 years now. Because even though their graphics aren't bleeding edge, their art design is brilliant. And Valheim is a very good example of that from an indie team. If you don't have the resources to create AAA levels of art, then don't try and create AAA levels of art. Instead, decide on a visual blueprint, an identity that your game is going to give off from a visual standpoint, and lean into it and embrace it. And Valheim absolutely kills it. All right, Joe, we can finally tweak your skill set here. You can haul. You don't really have like the most incredible skill set, Joe. Like we did make sure that you stayed alive. I guess you can animal tend. You want to carrying or social. I mean, don't get me wrong, Afterlife, I'm down with a photorealistic game too. Like I don't think that there's necessarily a case to be made for one being a better application over the other. Obviously when both sides come together, like that's ideal, but regardless, as long as there's, you know, some kind of cohesiveness to your visual design, that I think is the key element. All right, Joe, what are we gonna have you do? You're kind of an anomaly, buddy. You can do animal handling, but Schneider like absolutely outpaces the shit out of you on animal handling. You can hunt. We don't super have a need for a hunter. We can make you a cook, maybe free Misha up some. You can grow and plant cut for sure. For sure. Let's have plant cutting be a little bit better than planting though. Crafting, your skills suck. You're gonna haul. I mean, you're mostly just gonna be a grunt, my dude. You can fish if you got nothing else to do. That's gonna be it. Last boss drops placeholder stuff. Oh no, that I don't know about. Oh, Funny the koala. Don't worry, Funny, we're coming. We'll save a koala. That's worth doing. That was one of the big things that kind of stopped me from progressing further in Valheim. I'm not a huge survival game guy to begin with. That's much more like Afterlife is super into that. My wife is super into that. They do a ton of like Don't Starve and Minecraft and games of that nature. But when we started to get far enough in Valheim that I started to see like we got a material drop or something, and the material drop wasn't usable for anything. Like they had implemented the material but no use for the material yet, and I was like, nah, I don't know, maybe that's not for me. Jesus, that's a bunch of blight all at once. So we got the TV installed, we got armchairs aplenty, everyone's looking good. The pool table's built, Card Shark's working on our communications beacon. We're gonna be in good shape here. We do have plenty of room to expand. I keep on turning away potential colonists, but we have room to bring other people in. Juliefish has her noble attire, so we got that going for us. So, okay, you guys are taking it only to here. That's not gonna cut it. All right, so hang on a second. Can I... Storage. You are important, but you're not critical. You are going to be the critical one because we want this full so that people don't have to run into. All right, so our koala friend has joined the colony, it would appear. Where are you, Funny? Funny, you can stick around in the grazing zone. Who is still... Hold up. Fog of Foals, Nasher's unrestricted. Okay, everyone else is good. It is a banger. I think they're going to wind up in a really good spot with it. My only concern is with lockdown ending and so many other studios kind of being able to now bring the full force of their dev teams back to bear it's going to be easy for a game like Valheim if they don't update on the regular, if they don't consistently keep some of that stuff moving, they're going to find themselves in the cold pretty quickly. Like, for instance, right? Think of some of the games that kind of blew up and were a really big deal for a little bit in either 2020 or 2021. When's the last time you've heard anyone talk about Fall Guys? Like, that game's still outrageously fun. It still is exactly what it intends to be, but now it's just kind of faded into nothing. Even like Among Us, to a degree, Among Us was an absolute cultural phenomenon for a bit, and Among Us has done essentially nothing in the last several months as far as like eliciting excitement. No, Fall Guys is definitely not as beautiful as Valheim. That is 100% on point. All right, so they were able to get a shitload of the meals in here and only a couple in the hospital, which is absolutely the way it should be. I didn't realize that we had such a terrible lighting dearth. I should probably make it so that people can see. Sales numbers, Valheim could have a long tail if they kept it alive with reasonable updates. Yeah, I mean, there's a case to be made, right? Because there's similar games that have that survival feel that aren't exactly blockbusters, but still keep people coming back. Raft is a good example. Raft is a game that when it launched probably didn't have enough content to really kind of do what it was setting out to accomplish. But they've just kept churning, and that game's turned into a banger. Smooth rooms in areas you don't want to do flooring yet. I can smooth floors? Is that a thing I can do? Smooth surface. Rough stone terrain and walls will be smoothed. That won't work because it's dirt, apparently. I can do it on these stone patches, but they're like, hard to smooth dirt, my dude. We can just put in floors. The colony is working at a pace now that I think we can get away with it. So standard wood floor, light wood floor is a little prettier. Wooden floorboards. So hold up, let's do, I don't know if all of these rooms are worth doing it in. Whoever is on management for a pretty good chunk of time. And then poor Mish or Mish is stuck in here making food all the time. So we can definitely get all those set up. We'll put some nice floors in the prison just so that we can kind of flex our wealth. And then I think we're going to put stone floors, steel tile for that spaceship look. It's a bonus to cleanliness. All right. So we can change later what's in the hospital, but for right now, we'll go steel flooring. Thank you so much for dropping by, Gandhi. I appreciate it. Thank you for bringing the raid in. Thank you for sharing your community with us. You guys are awesome. And congrats again on getting Valheim out of the old backlog. That's what I like to see. It is time for the 201st Expo. So what did we do last year? We sent a statue. And that was basically it. I remember they were like, they laughed at us because we didn't have an entry. Backlog attacked. Take that, backlog. All right. We're going to make a big old statue, but we're going to need something to do it with. Do it with limestone. That's going to be prettier. Yeah, okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a limestone statue of the grand scale. And we're gonna take that with us. I hope it's I hope it's light enough that we can actually carry it in the cargo. I don't know what we do. Oh, this year's theme is a shooting competition. So the statue probably won't mean shit. So you know what? Let's go ahead and put a pause on that. So who's our best shot? Got to be Misha Fish, right? 13. Yeah, so we're gonna send Mish to this expo, and then probably from there we're gonna have to call it. 17 days left. Let's do it. All right, caravan. Take us a little over a day to get there. So let's send Mish or Mish. Who else is a decent shot? Schneider, but he's the mayor. I don't necessarily want to send him out. I wish you could see people's stats from the caravan screen. That seems like such an oversight. We'll send Vivi. They've been like homies. Ooh. If we send the donkeys, we got a pregnant donkey. Seems kind of rude, but the pregnancy meter here says we got plenty of time. So I think we're going to be okay. And then what do we got for food? Some fine meals. Yeah, whatever. I mean, we're not going to be there long. Send it. I like the thought of us going to this expo and the shooting competition, which you would presume is like sharpshooting, like kind of think of Olympic marksmanship, but we definitely just sent Misha Fish with her like World War II saw style machine gun. She's just gonna shoot every target. Let's see here. Ugly paved tile. So like steel tile is a lot more expensive. So we don't need that. We'll do concrete in there. And then we should make the crafting areas look at least a little bit nicer. They can get the light wood floors. And yes, I know that is a shitload of wood. I'm assuming we'll just get to it when we get to it. And then this just to differentiate that floor the littlest bit. Is this? Why did you not have floor built there? And which floor is that? That's just standard wood floor. Wood floor. Yeah, okay, so this is just normal wood floor in here. For whatever reason. Oh, it's because we had the heater was there before. Joe tried to attract Juliefish by making an observation about absent friends. Juliefish was attracted and is now Joe's lover. So this is like, what do they call it when someone falls in love with their nurse? Like Juliefish nursed Joe back to health over the course of a month, and now they're totally into each other. I wonder if Card Shark's jelly. Oh, he's jelly of the bedroom. I mean, how could you not be? It's gorgeous in there. All right, and they're just gonna start banging out some of this flooring. We'll probably go through and update some of this flooring at some point to stuff that's gonna continue to increase like room quality and stuff. But for right now, Julie's right. I think the name of the game is just to get the floors in and not worry about the other stuff. We don't really need it in the geothermal rooms. That stuff is just gonna just chill because it's literally just there so the geothermals can have an enclosed space. which I don't even think they need. I'm actually kind of surprised they let you do that. Vivi's caravan has met peacefully with a caravan from the Lavago Nation. The other caravan is composed of 5 archers, 4 hunters, 2 slaves, a trader, a warrior, and a muskox. I don't think you guys have anything. Yeah. Good day, friends. We're still on our way to the expo. A raid from the fearful hive with our best gunner gone. All right, what do we got? Mega spider, megapede, and one of these spellipedes. I think we're fine. All the defenses are in place. I think with everyone sleeping, we're just gonna chill and see how this goes without anyone in defensive positions. We're eventually gonna have to get kind of a feel for what the defense system can handle and what it can't. And especially knowing that we've got our best shooter and our best weapon not here to jump on the sandbags anyway, this feels like a good time to test it. Holy shit, that scared the hell out of me. Hi, Jukebox. I forgot that you were gone. Good God. Okay. Oh, and we got, look at this. As promised, a strike team from the Empire. They're coming in hot. They got some good ass weapons. Oh shit. Nasher, what are you doing, buddy? I need you. Is someone with you? Fritz, I'm gonna need you to do me a favor and not do what you're doing. How's that? Sonia, you as well are gonna just not do what you're doing. Oh, this guy's boned. Julie, guys, come on. I have to make a zone that's called like defense. Joe, back up. We're gonna let them handle this. All right. Should be good. This carbine was dropped. Is this bio-coded? Short bullpup carbine used often in close quarters urban combat. Oh, really? I wonder if they'll pick that back up. Oh, Nasher got it. Julie's hauling an insect. We're cleaning up traps. Beautiful. Beautiful. So yeah, that obviously doesn't become a perfect stress test because we had the interference from the guys from Dopla, but like, let's be honest, only one of them was even going to make it into the turret row anyway. What are you wielding? These guys came in with bullpups and you've got an axe? You're an animal, Maria. You give zero shits. All right, your caravan has arrived at the annual exposition. As this year's theme is a shooting competition, there are many experts on that topic here. Most of them are preparing, while others have already started showing off their skills. You have visit things and rooms set up yet? Does your mod set have the visitor stuff? So I don't have the hospitality mod installed. I feel like that's one that I would play with normally, like just goofing around with. But just like Dub's bad hygiene kind of dramatically changes the way the game works, I think that hospitality is too big a change and kind of changes the way you're running your colony, because I would basically need to build an entire structure as a hotel. The expo is a hodgepodge of stalls, some modest and made of locally sourced materials, while others are high-tech prefabs from the herb worlds. They form a circle around the main stage where there is a dragon to the left of the main scene. Surely it'll be used for something more useful later. There was a strong field of contenders this year, with many faction representatives having lived as a hunter or just plain decked out in Archotech Bionics. Misha's stranded somewhere in the quarterfinals. Your reward for participating is a bionic leg. How funny that we would get another one. And Luciferium times 12. Okay, so that Luciferium is not... Let's see if we can trade that away to the Gray Toxos on our way home. I don't want that anywhere near the colony. Not keen on the thought of one of our colonists becoming addicted to Luciferium. Card Shark, what you doing, bud? Playing billiards? Just by yourself? All right. Schneider's just about to finish up our communications array too. All right, the Imperials are leaving. Thank you again, friends. I appreciate your assist with the mega sloths. All right, so our microelectronics, which means the high-tech research bench and the comms console. So we can get the high-tech research bench in here now and tell the simple research bench to take a fucking hike. It's gonna mean that I have to change up where the research bench is. So let's see. So I would need to expand this room by 2 to fit it in here. That makes this an awfully big room. What if I expanded it by 1 in just this area? So hold up. Like that. All right. Hi guys. I have Luciferium for you. I know that you'll love it. It's really good and everyone should take it. As long as they're not part of my group. And then I'll buy your wood from you. How's that sound? Anyway, thanks again. Oh, our wood's too... Damn it. Hang on a second. I didn't think about the fact that the wood would be so fucking heavy. Oh, they have the harvest quest up still. All right, well, I mean, we're here anyway. So the wood's not going to cut it. That's unfortunate. Because now I'm going to wind up making a considerable loss on this wood. What else can we buy from you, friends? Not Luciferium, I can tell you that. Buy some platypus leather. Why you guys got so much platypus meat? You don't think that's a little concerning? Why don't we buy some gold for the next time the tax man comes around? That's what we'll do. Oh wait, hang on a second. Wood is still obviously what I want. So let's just sell enough wood that my mass is where it needs to be. So let's see, minus 100, 150, 80. All right, so 220. So we'll still get to keep 80 of that wood. And then you still owe me 168. So then I'll buy enough gold. Perfect. This should no longer be an immobile caravan. Thank you. They are busy tending to that crop, though. I wanted to be done when Joe woke up. Oh my god, it's 1 a.m. God, this game does this to me every time we play it. I don't think that I want to stop playing in the middle of having a caravan out. So as soon as they get home, we're gonna have to call it. I had no idea that I had stayed up as late as I did. Thank you for anyone who is still hanging out. Because I'm sure if it is past my bedtime, it's probably getting late for some of y'all as well. Or outrageously early. Yeah, we've had this happen a couple times, Julie. That caravan idle message when we have them helping with a harvest, the game, just however that event is coded and hooked in, it doesn't know that they're busy doing something because it isn't automatic, right? Like most of the time when you send the caravan to interact with a world event like that, they're done as soon as you trigger it. With this one, they are not. Man, so peaceful in the colony right now. Nothing horrible's happened in a whole 15 minutes. I can't believe we had another double cross wanderer. Boomalope, huh? Not really super keen on bringing you in, if I'm honest. All my buildings be made of wood. I'm not a monster though. All right. Come on, hammer. Smelt weapon, smelt weapon, smelt weapon. Do we have slag chunks? Is that something we even bring in here? Chunks. Slag chunk. All right, cool. Not exactly close to the furnace, but like if slag's just gonna give us free steel, I'll take it. All right, no one sneezed. God damn it. I literally was just about to say no one sneeze because this boomalope might freak out. Flapjack's hurt. Cassis is hurt. The donkey foal is hurt. Everything's on fire. Julie's fucking on fire as we speak. Can someone put Julie out, please? Okay, Julie's out. I should have just not saved him. I don't know what I was thinking. Julie needs treatment. The donkey still needs treatment. What a mess. This is because I said nothing bad's happened in 15 minutes. Julie's burned everywhere. All right. Doesn't look like anything is like drastically bad with any of them. How did Flapjack make out? Where are you, buddy? Oh, he sends your little tail. And then did someone come and treat you, Julie? No, of course not, because they never do. Can someone please go tend to Julie, for Christ's sake? All right. She'll be okay. Looks like it was mostly superficial. Could have been real bad, though. All right, are you going to tell me that they're done harvesting yet, friends? Second doctor or some... Yeah, no, you're right. I just want to make sure that they're never doing it unless Julie is incapable of it. But you're right. It ultimately winds up meaning that I then have to micromanage it at the end. All right, so what did they give me? They gave me some soybeans. We just need to get our weight down. I don't want to give up the leg. How much of this are we gonna have to give away? Okay. How obnoxious this is. I don't know why this isn't built in such a way that I can just use like a mouse wheel or a slider. All right, that's good enough. All right, we are no longer an immobile caravan. Bringing them home. And then we're gonna wrap it up. This game is too damn fun. I mean, all things considered, Oh God, this blight is out of fucking control. Did you guys never come trim this? Let's see. Cardi. Go cut these plants, asshole. It must be that I ordered them to cut the blighted plants, and then after I ordered it, more plants got blighted. Wait, how y'all just finding meat? Just Ibex meat chilling over here? Yeah, this blight is out of control. Another wanderer joined. Listen, I have been burnt too many times. I don't know how I feel about your sudden interest in our little community here. She's a coma child. Incapable of none. She likes rain. She's too smart. She's got great social. Nothing wrong with her. She's only 15. I mean, all things considered, she's a pretty good colonist. But I don't know. The way you're handling that steel knife and your wooden armor makes me a little concerned. I need these blighted plants cut out because we're coming out of winter here pretty soon. And I don't want to have to sacrifice the entirety of the hall. So here we go. Hang on. Plant cut is 1, but that's fine. Listen, for a minute here, this is your only job, Aiko. What are you out here butchering? Oh yeah, just help yourself to a nice new toque. You're part of the family now. Caravan should be back any minute. Yo, I know you guys are sleeping, but like, also we gotta fix this plant issue. Fortunately, we don't have these other fields allowed for sowing right now, and I don't think it can spread to grass. So like, the worst that happens is this entire field is blighted. I guess there is definitely an advantage to having a little bit of a bumper space between some of your fields so you don't wind up with a situation like this. Schedule. We might have Aiko go. Well, let's wait until we're done with the blight here. I think we're gonna have Aiko also go night crew. Because right now Fritz is doing crafting and hauling at night. And we could have... This would be our chance to do an overnight researcher again. And an overnight cook for that matter. This is so... Wait, what? God damn it. I didn't even think about this. You know what might help is if they would stop sewing the minute I tell them to cut this shit out. All right, that should be good. Aiko has inspired cooking. She'll cook twice as fast for the next 8 days. That's pretty nice. Where are these guys? They gotta be right next door. Yeah. Beautiful. Good God, with this blight. Oh, Joe reached level 7 in plants. Why don't you use your newly upgraded level 7 skills to go cut some blighted plants, dog? Alright, the caravan is returned. So even though we've got plant blight that we got to worry about, I think this is where we're going to call it. God damn it. Every time I try and say I'm done, the game just wants to throw something at me. I don't want to save in the middle of a flash storm. That seems like a recipe for disaster. That fire's like right outside the house. What is our home area set up as right now? Okay. Caravan on the way in. That's great. All right, at least they're Johnny on the spot about putting these fires out. A rainstorm would not be unappreciated. We got most of the flooring in over here too, which is nice. I don't think the fire will really do much in the way of damage to our stone walls. We might want to actually rebuild some of our structures with stone instead of wood at some point. I should put in another set of doors here so people don't have to walk down that corridor. I don't like that y'all brought some boomalopes in here after what we just went through. Don't appreciate that. Yeah, I don't think you have anything I really need. Steel spear, components, an anaconda. I don't want your boomalopes. I think we're good. Ooh, and I forgot. We gotta give... Misha Fish can have this carbine. And now maybe it's time for Schneider to get the HMG. Which leaves what? Just our bolt action rifle. Give that to Cardi. Fire is raging. Can we not do anything about this blight? It won't let me prioritize cutting this blight out. Oh, because I don't have it set as a job yet. Hang on. I'm hopeful that with us not resewing, once we cut this stuff out, we'll be done. I just did not do this in the correct order last time. Word of Card Shark's charm has reached Choco, and they've asked you for Card Shark's hand in marriage. Accepting this marriage proposal will cement relations and strengthen faction ties, but Card Shark will leave your faction to join the Levego Nation. I don't know what that means. Did that happen just now? With someone here? Where's Card Shark? Yeah, it's not with any of these. I mean, I don't think we're gonna marry Card Shark off in a diplomatic alliance anyway. Oh, they tried to catch me. One single extra blighted plant over here. Got him. All right, these can start being sown again. Some of that's probably going to need to get reworked because we got all the vegetables live again, but that's going to have to be for next time. I cannot believe how late we played.